सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः हलन्तपुल्लिङ्गप्रकरणे प्रथमः पाठः। जुलै मासस्य 25 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीयं विरच्यते। सो अद्य हलन्तपुल्लिङ्गप्रकरणम् आरभ्यते। नामपदप्रकरणं भट्टोजीदीक्षितैः षोडा विभक्तमस्ति। आदौ अजन्तपुल्लिङ्गाः, अजन्तस्त्रीलिङ्गाः, अजन्तनपुंसकलिङ्गाः, पुनः हलन्तपुल्लिङ्गाः, हलन्तस्त्रीलिङ्गाः, हलन्तनपुंसकलिङ्गाः इति तस्य विभागः भट्टोजीदीक्षितस्य। इदानीं हलन्ताः हल् इति प्रत्याहारः वेरी बेसिक and you all know that still हल् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः अन्तर्भवन्ति कस्मिन् क्रमे। Anybody? What are the Maheshwara sutras that the pratyaya involves? क्षम्यताम्। हल् प्रत्याहारे के वर्णाः सन्ति?
Can I answer somebody?
Sure.
Okay. All the consonants, however, Nand, Javai, Jadadash, Jabar, Sadadash.
Okay, go on. I want the sutras.
Kapai, Shasasam.
I think you left one.
All the Kavarga, Chavarga, Haya,
Correct. Yeah, I mean, it's just very simple. There's nothing. I just wanted the sutras. That's all. So, Hayavarat, Hayur, Lan, Nyamangananam. I think you left that. Jabhai, Ghadadash, Jabagadadash, Khapa Chathatha, Jatatav, Kapai, Shashasar, Punaha Hali Hakaraha. So it is the same order with Dikshita takes for in his halantas. He starts with Hakarantas. आदौ हकारान्ताः ततः यकारान्ताः वकारान्ताः इत्यादि रीत्या अनेनैव क्रमेण शब्दाः दीयन्ते। हकारान्ताः पुल्लिङ्गाः। हकारान्ताः पुल्लिङ्गाः प्रायेण most of them are derived from dhatus. हकारान्ताः ये धातवः सन्ति तेभ्यः निष्पन्नाः प्रायेण केचन सन्ति iti manye, but mostly they are all derived from dhatus which are hakarantas. Adau liha aswadane iti dhatuh tasya kartari kvip pratyayah kriyate. Lih ityasmat kvipcha ityanena kvip pratyaya krite kvipi vakarah asti अन्येषाम् इत्संज्ञया लोपो जायते वकारस्यापि वेरप्रत्ययस्य इत्यनेन लोपे लिह इति इदानीं प्रातिपदिकं क्विप् इति कृत् प्रत्ययः कृदन्तत्वात् कृत्यर्थकसमासश्च इत्यनेन प्रातिपदिकत्वम् अस्ति. सो लिह नाम यः लिहति. लिह means to lick. Okay. So he who licks can be now called by the term lit or lid, as in the forms of the pratipadika lih. हकारान्तः पुल्लिङ्गः लिह् शब्दः यः लिहति स एव लिट् इति उच्यते. So लिहति इति, it is not exactly लिह. लिह is only the pratipadika. You have to use the forms of the word. For example, लिह might not be so commonly used, but one common word which is used is madhu lih. Madhu lihadi. Madhu is honey, that which licks honey. Madhulit iti bhramarasya aparam nama. It is paryaya pada for honeybee, which is used pretty extensively in literature. इदानीं लिह् इति प्रातिपदिकात् प्रथम विभक्तौ एकवचने सुप्रत्ययः लिह् स् इत्यस्ति हल्ज्ञाभ्यो दीर्घात् सुतिस्य वृत्तं हल् हलन्तेषु सर्वत्र सुप्रत्यये कृते सुप्रत्ययस्य लोपः हल्ज्ञाभ्यः इति सूत्रेण सुप्रत्ययस्य लोपः लोपे कृते होढः इति सूत्रमस्ति हः ढः हः इति षष्ठी विभक्तिः ह इति हकारान्तस्य षष्ठी विभक्तौ एकवचने हः नाम हकारस्य स्थाने ढः इति प्रथमा it is dhakara where akara is for ucharana, so you have dhakara. So how do we say which is shashti, which is prathama? As usual, depends on vyakhyana. व्याख्यानतो विशेष प्रतिपत्तिः किन्तु हः इति षष्ठी विभक्तिः ढः इति प्रथमा विभक्तिः हकारस्य स्थाने ढकारः आदेशो भवति इत्यर्थः झलोझलि इति सूत्रात् झलि इति अनुवर्तते को संयोगाद्योरन्ते च इत्यतः अन्ते इति अनुवर्तते पदस्य इत्यधिकारः अस्ति पदस्य अन्ते नाम पदान्ते झलि झल्वर्णे वा परे इत्यर्थः कदा भवति हकारस्य स्थाने ढकारः इत्युक्ते झलि परे झल्वर्णे परे पदान्ते वा हकारस्य स्थाने ढकारो भवति हस्य ढः स्यात् झलि पदान्ते च इति सूत्रार्थः हल्ज्ञाप् इति सुलोपः पदान्तत्वात् हस्य ढः जष्ट्वचत्वे लिट् लिड् इत्युक्तं दीक्षितैः सुलोपः कृतः लिह् सु इदानीं लिह् इत्यस्ति अस्य सुप्तिङन्तं पदम् इत्यनेन पदसंज्ञा विद्यते पदसंज्ञायाः सत्त्वात् हकारस्य पदान्ते विद्यमानस्य हकारस्य स्थाने ढकारः होढः इति सूत्रेण लिढ इति जातम् झलां जशोन्ते इत्यनेन ढकारस्य स्थाने ढकारः वर्गतृतीयः आदेशः लिड् इति भवति पुनः वावसाने इत्यनेन विकल्पेन चर्त्वं भवति अवसाने झलां चरः वा स्युः इति सूत्रार्थः so the dakara is optionally converted to dakara so when it is not converted to dakara it remains as lid so there are two forms lit lid इति प्रथमैकवचने रूपद्वयम् lihau lihaha. So there is one thing in halantas, mostly, I mean, for a very high percentage of words, in ajanta, in ajadi pratyayas, there is nothing which happens. Prayena ajadishu vibhaktishu parataha karyani na bhavanti. So there are some cases, there are exceptions definitely, but at least in 60% or 70% of the cases, they are very easy to derive in case of ajadi pratyayas, that is in au and as you just join it with the previous vyanjana and you get the forms. Only in haladi pratyayas there is either a specific karya which is mentioned or there will be a sandhi which is happening, which is why there will be some difference. So here you have lih au lihau lih as sakarasya rutva visargayoh kritayoh lihaha लिट् लिड् लिहौ लिहः हेलिट् हेलिड् पुनः तत्रापि संबोधन प्रथमायामपि हलादि हलन्त प्रातिपदिकेषु व्यत्ययः न भवति द डिफरेंस बिटवीन प्रथमैकवचन एंड संबोधन प्रथमैकवचन is seen most commonly in ajanta shabdas. Okay, in halantas there is very rarely a difference between prathama ekavachana and sambodhana, which means that specific karyas which are specific to sambuddhi are very rare in case of haladi halanta words. Therefore nakaranta is an exception. You have raja and he rajan, but other than those there are very few words which have a difference in prathama and sambodhana prathama. Okay, so liham lihau lihaha पुनः द्वितीया विभक्तौ अपि सर्वे अजादयः प्रत्ययाः लिह अम लिहम लिह औ लिहौ लिहः लिहा लिड्भ्याम इत्यादि पुनः भ्याम इत्यारभ्य यत्र हलादयः प्रत्ययाः तत्र पदान्तत्वात् ढत्वं भवति. So whenever the pratyaya is haladi which begins with hal, which is bhyam, bhis, bhyas, and su. Those are the 4 pratyayas which are haladis. Okay, so teshu pratyayeshu pareshu होढः इत्यनेन धत्वं भवति पदान्तत्वात्. कथं पदत्वं तत्र? लिह् भ्याम् इति स्थिते पदत्वं कथं?
स्वादिषु असर्वनामस्थाने.
स्वादिषु असर्वनामस्थाने इत्यनेन पदसंज्ञा विधीयते. सो सुप्रत्यये परे सुप्तिङन्तं पदम् इत्यनेन पदसंज्ञा. अत्र तु स्वादिषु असर्वनामस्थाने इत्यनेन पदसंज्ञायां पदान्तत्वात् ढत्वं, ढकारस्य स्थाने झलां जशोन्ते इत्यनेन जष्ट्वम् तेन लिड्भ्यां, लिहा लिड्भ्यां लिड्भिः, लिहे लिड्भ्यां लिड्भ्यः इत्यादीनि रूपाणि. सु इत्यस्मिन् परे किं भवति इति प्रश्नः. लिह् सु सप्तमी बहुवचने सुप् प्रत्ययः. पुनः अत्रापि पदसंज्ञायाः सत्त्वात् होढः इत्यनेन ढत्वं भवति, झलां जशोन्ते इत्यनेन जस्त्वमपि भवति. लिड् सु इत्यस्ति. इदानीं डस्सि धुट् इति सूत्रं हल्सन्धिप्रकरणे अधीतं. डः डकारात् परस्य सकारस्य, डात् परस्य सस्य धुट् वा स्यात् इति सूत्रार्थः. डकारात् सकारे परे तस्य सकारस्य स्थाने सकारस्य धुट् इति आगमः विकल्पेन भवति इत्यर्थः. धकारागमः टित्वात् आद्यन्तौ टकितौ इत्यनेन आद्यवयवः लिड् ध सु. अस्य पुनः खरिच इत्यनेन धकारस्य चर्त्वे लिड् त् सु. I've got the number wrong. Kharicha is 8455. So again, please notice that we are again dealing with all sutras in Tripadi. So the sutras are always applied in sequential order. Okay. So there is 8 to 31, which is Hodhaha, 8 to 39, which is Jalam Jashonte, 8.3.29, which is Lassidhut, and 8.4.55 is Chatvam. That is why for this Dhakara we do not get a Jashtva. Generally, if there is a, say if you had a dhakara, we first converted the first karya which generally happens is jashtva, but here Jhalam Jashwante does not know the occurrence of dhakara, so it will not apply. So instead of that we apply kharicha directly and convert it to takara. Takarasya sthane takaraha. Lid t su. Punaha kharicha ityanena purva dakarasya chatvam. Okay, so this dakara, now this is khar. खरि परे झलां चरस्युः इत्यनेन चर्त्वे लिट् त् सु, लिट् त्सु इति एकं रूपं. धुडागमे कृते लिट् त्सु इति रूपं धुडागमस्य अभावे. So since that agama is an optional karya, tasya abhave kharicha ityanena chartvam. So we are here झलां जशन्ते, we have lid su, kharicha ityanena chartve कृते लिट् सु इति रूपम्. सो लिट्सु इति रूपद्वयं भवति सुप्रत्यये. प्रथमैकवचने रूपद्वयं, सप्तमी बहुवचनेपि रूपद्वयं. हलादिषु प्रत्ययेषु परेषु होढः इति धत्वं ततः जष्टमपि भवति. So these are all the haladis, very less in number compared to the ajadis. So you have one supratyaya, one bhyam, bhis, bhyas, and su. In total there are only 5 pratyayas, effectively 5 rupas which would occur with haladis. So saptami bahuvachane tu dhatte krite punah jashtve krite vikalpena dhudagamah bhavati, tena litsu iti ekam rupam, dhudabhave litsu iti rupam. Okay. दुह प्रपूरणे इति धातुः. दुह धातु दोग्धि, दुग्धः, दुहन्ति इति तिङन्तरूपाणि. It means to milk. milking of a cow is called dohana, godohana. So duha prapurane iti dhatuh अस्यापि कर्तरि क्विप् प्रत्यये कृते वकारस्य लोपे कृदन्तत्वात् प्रातिपदिकत्वम्. दुः यः दोहनं करोति, he who milks is called whatever forms of दुः. Okay. So पुनः अत्रापि सुप्रत्ययः हल्ङ्याभ्यः इत्यनेन सुप्रत्ययस्य लोपः. इदानीं पुनः अयं हकारान्तः पदान्तत्वात् होढः इति ढत्वे प्राप्ते दादेर्धातोर्घः इति सूत्रम्. पदत्रयं दादेः धातोः घः, होढः दादेः धातोः घः is the sequence. So hakarasya ढकारः भवति दादेः धातोः. If that hakara belongs to a dhatu which is dadi, dakaradi, beginning with dakara, then instead of dhaktva we have ghakara as the adesha. दादेः धातोः घः. झलो झलि झलि इत्यनुवर्तते अन्ते, पदस्य अन्ते इत्यधिकारः अन्ते इत्यनुवृत्तिः. होढः इत्यतः हः हकारस्य इत्यपि अनुवर्तते. फोर्थः उपदेशे दादेः धातोः हस्य घः स्यात् झलि पदान्ते च. नियमः स एव, झलि अथवा पदान्ते हकारस्य स्थाने घकारः भवति. तदा भवति दादेः धातोः, if the dhatu begins with dakara. Okay. So duh dhatuh dadih. So tasya sthane ghakarah, hakarasya sthane ghakaradeshe dugh iti rupam. Okay. Upadeshe kim. So if you notice in the Sutrartham, he says upadeshe dadehe dhatohu hasya ghah syat. Even though the word upadeshe is not in the sutra or anuvritti, they derive it by avritti of the word dhatohu. Says a dhatu which is dakaradi during upadesha. Upadeshaha namakaha. What is upadesha?
All the instructions given in Sutra Pata, Dhatu Pata, Ghanapata.
Sorry?
All the instructions given in the Sutra Pata, Ghanapata, Dhatu Pata.
Satyam. Dikshitamante kim?
उपदेश आद्योच्चार.
उपदेशः आद्योच्चारणम् इति दीक्षिताः. सत्यं. धातु सूत्र गणोणादि सूत्र what is that? Dhatu sutra gana unadi something linganushasanam. Those are all considered as upadesha. What Dikshitar says for upadesha is upadeshaha adyocharanam. Paninihi paninehe अथवा वार्तिककारस्य भाष्यकारस्य वा प्रथमम् उच्चारणम्. अर्थात् धातुपाठे यदा पाणिनिः आदौ धातून् पठति तदा यथा उच्चार्यते तथा इत्यर्थः. So upadeshe dadehe dhatoh. Tasmin samaye yadi dhatuh dakaradih tarhi tasya dhatoh ghakaradesho bhavati ityarthah. Kimartham tatha iti prashnah. Upadeshe iti kimartham vaktavyam chet adhog ityatra yatha syat iti vadati. Adhog iti duh dhatoh langlakare rupam. Langlakare prathamaikavachane prathamapurishe ekavachane evameva sipi rupam. So langlakare kim jayate duh iti sthite tasya adagamo bhavati. Lunglang rinch padodattah ittanena dhatoh at iti agamah kriyate. So since once we do adagama, and any agama is always considered a part of whatever it is added on to. So now the dhatu is aduh. Adagamena sahitah eva dhatuh aduh ityasti. Tipratyasya lopo bhavati. So now idanim akaradih dhatuh. The dhatu begins with akara, right? Since you have adagama and that is also considered a part of the dhatu. The dhatu is now aduh and it is not dadi. So if you just say dakaradehe dhatoh aduh iti sthite atra ghatvam na bhavati. You cannot do ghatva till you do adagama. I mean, you cannot do ghatva before you do adagama. That is there. That is in Tripadi. So once you do adagama, it is not dakaradi. So how do we do it, if that is a question? Upadeshe dadehe. So during upadesha ayam duh dhatuh dakaradi. Tena atrapi bhavati ityartha. So adhog ityatra yatha syat damaliham atmanah ichhati damalihyati tatah kvipi damalit atra ma bhut. So there he shows an example in both ways, where a dhatu is not dakaradi now. It was originally a dakaradi. There we need ghatva. That is, ghatva is desired. Where a dhatu is now dakaradi, but it was not originally dadi. There ghatva needs to be prevented. So with both these purposes in mind, he says upadesha. So an example for that is damaliham atmanah ichhati. Dama ledhi ityartha. Yeah, ledhi is that would be damalih. Okay, dama ledhi ityarthe. Dama ityasmin upapade lih dhatuh tasya kvip pratyayah kriyate. So you have damalih as a pratipadika. Like you had lih, you have damalih. That which licks. It is a word which is used for a cow. Okay, dama is a rope which is tied. Dama is just a rope, but here it is a rope which is tied around the neck. So any cow which keeps licking it is called damalih. Okay, damalit or damalid. So damaliham atmanah ichhati. So what we are doing is, here there is a pratipadika which is damalih. We are converting it into a dhatu by using kyach. Okay, kyach pratyaya krite damaliham atmanah ichhati damalihyati. Damalih iti idanim dhatuh tatah kvipi. Now again we do kartari kvip. Now you get back damalih as a pratipadika. Okay. Now this has become a dhatu and now a pratipadika. What was the original dhatu was only lih. Adau lih ityeva dhatuh lakaradihi. Kintu idanim damalih iti pratipadike krite punah tatra tasya dhatutve sampanne punah idanim pratipadikatve. After doing all this, you end up with damalih as the pratipadika, where dakara, the dhatu happens to be damalih. Okay, it is dadi. But upadeshe dakaraditvam nasti. Upadeshe ayam lih dhatureva. Damalih ityasya dhatohu upadeshah nasti. Okay. So in this case, in such cases, we do not decide the ghatva. Okay. So it has to be damalit. Means there has been a dhatva, like we did for lih. Dhatve jashtve chartve damalit iti bhavati. Atra ma bhut. Atra kim ma bhut? Ghatvam ma bhut. Atayeva kimuchyate? Upadeshe dadehe dhatoho ghatvam bhavati. Ayam upadeshe hakaradihi natu dadihi atah na bhavati. Adhok ityatra yadyapi idanim akaraditvam asti thapi upadeshe daditvam iti svikritya tatra ghatvam bhavati ityarthah. Idanim दुह इति आसीत् दादेर् धातोर्घः इत्यनेन घत्वे कृते अग्रे किं करणीयं एकाचो वशो भष् झषन्तस्य स्तुभोः इति सूत्रम्. पञ्चपदानि सन्ति. एकाचः वशः भष् झषन्तस्य स्तुभोः. It comes in the same series. Skos sanyogadya ante chaityatah ante iti novartate. Dader dhatorghah ityanena dhatoh ityapi novartate. Padasya ityadhikarah. Padante dhoh iti sutre eva asti. Sakare dhvashabde cha pare ityarthah. Ekachah vashah bhash jhashantasya. Trayah pratyaharaah upayuktaah paninina. Vash pratyaharaah b g d d. Jabagadash ityatra jakaram vihaya अन्यानि वर्ग तृतीय अक्षराणि सन्ति. भष् इत्यत्र तु वर्ग चतुर्थाक्षराणि. The same thing. You have jha bhai ghada dhash. So you have bh gh dh th. So this is a case where bashaha bhash. This is called bhash bhava, where the third letter of the varga is replaced by the fourth letter of the varga. Alpa prana is replaced by mahaprana. The reverse of Jashtva. Jashtva is where the Adesha is the third letter, whereas here the Adesha would be fourth letter. झषन्तस्य इत्यस्ति झष् इति पुनः झकारात् घढधष् इत्यत्र षकारपर्यन्तं झभघढध इति वर्णाः। कोऽर्थः सूत्रस्य धातोरवयवः यः एकाच् झषन्तः तदवयवस्य बशः स्थाने भष् स्यात् सकारे ध्वशब्दे पदान्ते च। So there are quite a lot of conditions attached. धातोः अवयवः अस्ति धातोः इत्यनुवर्तते दादेर् धातोर्घः इत्यतः। So धातोः अवयवः यः एकाच्. So we have to take an ekach combination, that is one ach, the samuha which belongs to one ach. Always in Vyakarana, in most of the cases, ekach means ekaha ach, one ach. But in Vyakarana, in most of the places where Panini uses ekach, bahuvrihi samasaha, ekaha ach yasya saha. So it refers to a group of letters which contains a single ach, which means it starts with any vyanjanas which are associated with the ach, okay, before and after. For example, if there is a word hal, we call it an ekach because there is a single ach which is akara, but ekach refers not only to the akara but also to the consonants which are associated with that particular ach, which is hakara and lakara. Taking both, we call it as ekach. Okay. So now, dhator avayavaha yaha ekach. As an avayava of a dhatu, if you have an ekach, which is jhashanta, ending in a jhash letter, tadavayavasya bashah sthane bhash syat. A bash letter which is part of that ekach will be replaced by bhash, because the third letter will be replaced by fourth letter. Sakare dhvashabde padante cha. When sakare dhoho iti saptami bahuvachanam. S ityanena sakare pare, dhva iti samuhaha. Dhva shabde pare. Dhva is what you get in tigantas. Tiptas jhi siptas ta atam jha tha satham dhvam. Atmane pade madhyama purushe bahuvachane dhva pratyayah asti. So dhva shabde padante. So in all these three cases, the bash will be replaced by bhash. So now look at our case. You have dugh. Dughu ityatra kim asti? Dakara, ukara, ghakaraha. Okay. So this is a dhatu, obviously. I mean, it was originally a dhatu. The dhatu samya still remains. And this is ekach. There is one ach which is ukara and the consonants associated with it, which is dakara and ghakara. Together it forms an ekach samuha. Dhator avayavaha yaha ekach jhashantaha, which is ending in jhash. Okay. Ghakaraha jhashvarnaha. Tadavayavasya bashah sthane. So a bash letter which is part of such combination, which is dakara here, will be replaced by dhakara. Bhash letter, which here is dhakara, the corresponding bhash. So actually the is being replaced by dha. Padanta. Here nimitta happens to be padanta. There are three cases where this could happen. If it is followed by sakara, dha, the combination dhva, or at padanta. So now this is padanta and therefore the bash is being replaced by bhash. Okay. Are all conditions clear? First there should be a dhatu. As a part of a dhatu there should be a ekach, that is one ekach samuha combination which is ending in jhash. Ekach jhashantaha. Tadavayavasya bashah sthane. And now that ekach combination should also have a bash letter. Such bash letter would be replaced by bhash, the fourth letter. So you have dakara being replaced by dha. So now you have dhugh. Ekacho basho bhash jhashantasya dhohu ityanena dhakaradeshe dhugh iti bhavati. Jhalam jashwanta ityanena ghakarasya sthane gakaraha. The ending gha is replaced by gha. So you have dhug. Vavasane ityanena vikalpena chatve dhuk. So here again you have two forms. One is dhuk and the other is dhug. Right. So there we had tavarga, lid, lit. Here you have kavarga, dhug, dhuk. Okay. So the additional karya is that the da was changed to dha. Is this prakriya clear? Okay. Now he raises a question. Sutre kim asit. If you go back and look at the sutra, so you have the whole sutra. You have anuvritti of padasya ante, which is padante. Let's leave that. There is also an anuvritti of dhatoho. Okay. So what do you have here? Dhatoho ekanchaha bashaha jashantasya bashaha ityasti. Now there are how Dikshidhar or how it has been interpreted in Siddhanta. Because in the Bhashya which Dikshidhar has taken is dhatohu avayavaha yaha ekaj jashantaha. So what you have to see the Visheshana Vishesha Bhava. So you have ekachaha jashantasya. There are three things here which are in Shashti Vibhakti. Okay, you have dhatohu ekachaha jashantasya. Okay, how do we relate the three Shashti Vibhaktis? Whenever there are three things in the same Vibhakti, generally we treat them as Visheshana Vishesha Bhava. That is, there is one Vishesha and the rest happens to be adjectives to it. Okay, which would mean what? There should be, if we treat all these three as the same, dhatoho ekachaha jashantasya, there should be a dhatu which is ekach, which is also jashanta. That is how we would normally interpret it. There is a dhatu which is ekach, which contains a single ach and which ends in jashanta. Okay. So when that is there, the bashahasthane bhash bhavati. Even in that case, our rupa is clear, done, because dukh is an ekach dhatu which ends in bhash, it ends in jhash and it has a bash, so it will be replaced by bhash. Okay. But that is not how this has been interpreted. How did he interpret it? He says, dhatohu avayavaha yaha ekach jhashantaha. He says that jhashanta and ekach has to be a part of a dhatu. It need not be the dhatu by itself, which means the dhatu need not be ekach. A part of a dhatu has to be ekach and jhashanta. So why is such an interpretation needed? The question. So he says, ekachaha dhatohu iti samanadhikaranyena anvayetu. There is a spelling error. It is samanadhikaranyena anvayetu iha na syat. So if we do that, samanadhikaranyena anvayaha nama ekachaha jhashantasya dhatohu. A dhatu itself which is ekach and jhashanta. So if we interpret it like that, iha na syat. He says there are some cases where we desire the sutra to be applied and we would not be able to apply. Okay. So what is such case? He gives an example. Gardabha machaste gardabhayati tataha kvip nilopaha gardhap. The word gardabha, which is a pratipadika, tatkaroti tadachaste ityanena nich pratyaha kriyate. Nich is one of the sanadi pratyas, which means the pratipadika will be converted to a dhatu. Sanadyanta dhatavaha ityanena dhatu samya bhavati. Gardabha I nich pratyah kriyate. Nich pratyah krate atva lopaha ityanena akarasya lopo bhavati. Gardabh I. Asya nijantasya idanim kvip pratyah kriyate. Okay. So kartari kvip pratyah. Tena kim bhavati? Gardabh I kvip ityasti. Kvipi pare tasya nich pratyasya lopo bhavati. Yaha nich pratyah kritaha. Whatever nich was here, the nich will be deleted by neraniti. Okay. So idanim ayam ikaraha luptaha, vakaraha asti, vakarasyapi verapraktasya ityanena lopaha. So the vakara is also deleted by verapraktasya. So now you have a form which is called gardabh. This is a pratipadika which was a dhatu. It has been converted to a dhatu. Okay, and it is a pratipadika. Now this dhatu is not ekach, right? Gardabh iti dhatu ach dvayam asti. There are two consonant, two vowels here. There is one akara following ga and one akara following da. Okay. So if we treat it, interpret as ekachaha dhatoho, if the dhatu has to be ekach, this is not an ekach dhatu, so we will not be able to apply what ekacho bashobha shear. But the interpretation is not that. He says dhatohu avayavaha yaha ekach. Atra dhatuhu kaha gardabh iti dhatuhu. Tasya avayavaha ekach nama dabh iti ekach. A part of it has to be ekach. So we take only this dabh which is ekach. Dhator avayavaha yaha ekach nama dabh iti ekach. Jhashantaha. It is ending in jhash which is bhakara. So tadavayavasya bashah sthane. So the dakara will be replaced to dhakara here. So even though the entire dhatu is not ekach, tadavayavasya ekachaha, there is an ekach which is a part of this dhatu, which is dabh. Tatsya jhashantatvam asti. All other conditions are satisfied. Therefore, for this, in this case, this is not just this, we do suprataya and lopa. Only then we are talking of this. So here, ekacho bhashobhashityanena dakarasya sthane dhakaradeshe gardhabh iti bhavati. Jhalam jashvante ityanena jashtve avasane iti chatve gardhabh gardhap iti rupadvayam siddhyati. So here in the sutra, if we had treated it as ekachaha dhatoho, the dhatu itself has to be ekach, then there would not have been bhash bhava here. The sutra would not apply here since the dhatu is not ekach. But it is required to be applied here. So therefore the interpretation is not ekachaha dhatoho, it is dhatoho avayavaha yaha ekach jhashantaha tasya vashah sthane. Okay. Was that clear? Or any questions? Chatagopali?
Now on this point of ekach,
Sorry?
we are taking ekach. Is it only dakara bakara we should take, or should we take from repa onwards? Repa, dakara, bakara.
It is the general convention which we take when we using ekach is there is one ach, we take the one hal behind that ach and all other hal which will come till the next one. That is here, for example, if you are taking the general convention is the repha will be a part of the previous ach. Gar iti ekam ekach and dabh is the other ekach. Okay. So before the ach, we generally take only one hal. After the ach, that is once you have that ach, till we get encounter the next ekach, that is if there is a sanyoga of 2 or 3 letters next, so till the next hal which immediately precedes the next ach, we treat as part of this ach. Okay. That is the general convention. I mean, Patanjali in Bhashya gives that there could be different combinations of here. As you said, repa, dhakara, dakara and bhakara could be treated as an ekach. But generally, finally Siddhanta, what we treat it as, dabh will be the ekach here. Gar, the repa will be treated as a part of the previous ekach. That is of gar, akara. It belongs to the akara. That is how it is treated. You take the one complete akshara here and whatever hal comes later.
Thank you.
That is how we do in again Dvitva, when we are doing Dvitva and late lakara, or in other cases wherever we need one ekach samoha, that is how we take the consideration. Any other questions? So now Jhaliti Nivrittam Sdhoh Grahana Samatha also says in the whole series Jhalo Jhali Ityanena Jhali iti anuvartate. Okay, there was anuvritti of Jhali. It says Asmin Sutre Jhali iti nasti. Kimartham nasti? Katham nyayate Jhali ityasya anuvrittihi nasti iti says Sdhoh Grahana Samathyat. Instead of Jhali, he is saying Sakare Dhvashabde Pare. If this sutra were to apply, even when followed by any Jhal, he need not have mentioned this because sakara is also jhal and dhakara is also jhal. Okay, jhali ityukte eva anayorapi siddhyate किन्तु विशिष्य ध्वोः इति उच्यते तेन किं ज्ञायते अन्येषु झल् वर्णेषु परेषु न भवति यथा झलि इति निवर्तते all the previous sutras hodhah dhadir dhaturghah everywhere we said झलि पदान्ते च अत्र तु पदान्ते सकारे ध शब्दे झलि इति नास्ति तेन इह न दुग्धं दोग्धा दुः ध इत्यस्ति त इति क्त प्रत्ययः झषस्तथोर्ध्वधः इत्यनेन धकारादेशः यः दुः ध you do ghatva for hakaram. So once you have dugh and dha, because this is, even if this is jhal, it is not sakara or dha shabda or padanta. So this is why in these cases we do not have bhash bhava operating. व्यपदेशि मद्भावेन धात्ववयवत्वात् भष्भावः जष्ट्वचत्वे धुक् धुग् already did this. दुहु इत्यत्र भष् दुघ् इत्यासीत् भष्भावे कृते धुघ् जष्ट्वे विकल्पेन चत्वे धुक् धुग्. He says one more thing, व्यपदेशि मद्भावेन धात्ववयवत्वात्. Now going back to the interpretation, it says धातोः अवयवः यः एकाच्. Right? And ekach, this is a component of a dhatu. Now in case of duh, the ekach is not a component of a dhatu, it is the dhatu itself. Right? So in Gardhabha we can clearly see that ekach is different and the dhatu is different. Ekach is a component of a dhatu. But in this case the dhatu itself is ekach. The ekach is not a component of a dhatu. So how do we apply here is the question. We did all that interpretation to ensure that it applies where the dhatu is not ekach. But how do we apply it when it is ekach? So it says vyapadeshi vadbhavena dhatvavayavatvat. As a paribhasha, vyapadeshi vad ekasmin. Okay. What it says is generally ekasmin. If there is only one part, okay, one thing, you can either treat it as the beginning or the end or the middle, whatever it is. An example which is given for that paribhasha is, so if a person has 3 sons, he can say, I am Jyeshthaha, I am Kanishtaha, I am Madhyamaha. This is my first son, this is my last son, and this is my son, middle son. Okay. But if there is only one son, okay, ekasmin putre kim bhavati, ayameva Jyeshthaha, ayameva Kanishtaha. He himself is the elder one, he is also treated as the younger one. Okay. So that is how he says, if there are 3 letters, you can say one is the first letter, one is the last letter, and so on. And if there is only one letter, if there is if there is Rama, you can say it is Akaranta and Rephadi. But if there is only it is both Akaradi and Akaranta. Okay. If there is only one, you can treat it as anything you want, whether you want it to be the beginning or the end or whatever. That principle is called Vyapadeshi Vadbhava. Okay. So similarly here, if you have many ekats in a dhatu, you can say dhatvavayavaha, a component of a dhatu. But if there is only one also, then also we can treat it as a component of the dhatu. It is the same dhatu and the component are the same. Still by that principle, vyapadeshi vadbhava, dhatvavayavatvat. You can treat this ekach as a dhatvavayava. Then bhashbhavaha. Arthat atra ekacho vasho bhash tenena bhashbhavaha bhavati. कृते जष्टचत्वयोः कृतयोः धुक् धुग् दुहौ दुहः अजादिषु प्रत्ययेषु न भवति because there is no padanta. Okay. धुक् धुग् दुहौ दुहः दुहं दुहौ दुहः इत्यादि. षत्वचत्वे धुक्षु सप्तमी बहुवचने दुह् सु इत्यस्ति. दादेर् धातोर्घः इत्यनेन घत्वे दुघ् सु bhash bhavopi bhavati. Since this is jhashanta and there is bhash, you get bhash. This is sakara. Sakare pare or no, padante again, sorry. It need not be sakara. Since this is padanta, itself you get bhash bhava. Dhugh su. Salam jashonte ityanena chastvam na bhavati. Katham bhavati. Oh yeah. again, sorry, that's my mistake in numbers. Dadir Dhaturkaha is 8 to 32 and Ekacho Bashobhash is 8 to 37. So 8 to 37, Dhalam Dashante can apply after it. So Dhug Su ityasti. Idanim Adesha Pratyyoho ityanena Shatvam Bhavati. In Koho, in Kavargabhyam Parasya. So far we have only seen Shatva when the previous letter was an Ach. Rameshu, Harishu ityatra asit. Atra tu in Koho, Kavargat Parasya Sakarasya Sthane Shatvam Bhavati. Since this Gakara belongs to Kavarga, we have Shatva for Sakara. Dhug Shu Bhavati. Idanim Kharicha ityanena Chartve Dhuk Shu. Dhukshu iti rupam saptami bahuvachane. Okay. So always be careful about numbers when you are dealing with tripadi, otherwise it will be wrong. So it has to apply in sequence. So that is why you cannot do kharicha first, even though in this case you can do kharicha, but kharicha is asiddha to adesha pratyaya. That is why shatva applies first and then chartva. So, shatva chartve. Bhashbhave krute, jastve krute, shatvam chartvam dhukshu iti rupa. So here again, haladishu pratyayeshu daner dhaturbhah iti ghatvam ekacho bashobhash iti dakarasya sthane dhakaraha. You have this. Saptami bahuvachane, you have ghatva, bhashbhava, jastva, shatva, chartva in that sequence. And then you get dhukshu. Any questions?
Samya ji, going back to Jaliti Nivurtamiti. Jaliti Nivurtamiti. Samathyatiti in Balamanora. Jaliti Anuvruttavu. Tat Vyartariti Bhavaha. Nanu Jali iti syate Anuvrityehe iva astu. Next sentence it says Sko iti Koho iti Nat kriyatam iti Ata aha. Why is Koho iti that is brought in? Is there a misprint? It has to say it's Doho instead of Koho.
Ho. I think it must be haha. So I think he is arguing that why remove jhali, remove haha instead of haha you put dhoho. I mean dhoho is saptami. I think he is saying I have to look at it. I mean I don't have the book on hand. I
thought the reference could have been for Soho Sanyogadhyoho, but it doesn't make sense there. So I thought maybe it should be Doho.
Oh, it is Koho. So I have to see. I have to just look at it and I'll let you know.
Wondering whether it was a misprint or something.
I'll look at it. It's in the Balamanorama, right? I don't have the book on hand. I'll look at it and I'll let you know in the next class.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Okay, we'll stop here. येनाक्षर समाम नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीह्यं विरच्यते